Hey guys, welcome back to Keyholes. And yes, the F1 Australian Grand Prix has just come to an end. Max Verstappen has officially, unfortunately, won the Grand Prix. Unfortunately, Lewis Hamilton wasn't able to take that first place away from Verstappen, but it was a very good effort from Lewis Hamilton. To be honest, I'm very happy with how Lewis Hamilton did for Mercedes today. I'm very happy with the effort today, and I thought it was good effort from George Russell as well. But then obviously, he there was the bloody engine caught fire early on, which was a real pain in the backside to see. But still, I thought the pace for Mercedes looked pretty good today. To be fair, I thought the pace for Mercedes looked really good. Lewis Hamilton was fantastic throughout the race, in my opinion. So I'm delighted with how Lewis Hamilton raced today. To be fair, I thought Hamilton was absolutely played fantastic throughout and raced really played well. So yeah, I'm certainly happy with how that went for Lewis Hamilton. P2, and yeah, we're finishing the front row, of course, which is good to see from Lewis. And yeah, Mercedes, we really did need that boost, and that's what we got today. So yeah, great effort today from Lewis Hamilton. Great effort from Lewis Hamilton. And yeah, as I said, George Russell got unlucky after a great weekend of racing in general for George Russell. But yeah, in the end, he kind of did get that little bit unlucky for Mercedes. But yeah, overall, it's a decent day for Mercedes. So, and a good solid weekend for Mercedes. Aston Martin, another good day for them today. P3 and P4. Yeah, obviously, Fernando Alonso getting P3 and Lance Stroll getting P4. I mean, yeah, solid again from Aston Martin. And, they've got a real good, solid, reliable car, it looks like, this season, Aston Martin. And, they've certainly been a surprise package. And, they've been able to keep up this pace for 3 races in a row now. So clearly they are showing that they are quite a big thing this season. Ferrari, what a disappointing day it was for them today. Yeah, well, really disappointing day for Ferrari. Charles Leclerc going out in the DNF in the first lap, and then obviously Carlos Sainz with the 5-second penalty due to clashing with Fernando Alonso after, I think it was one of the clashing with Fernando Alonso after one of the second red flag, I think it was. So pretty poor from Ferrari once again. Alpine, I thought, Alpine, it was actually a decent day for them, to be fair. I thought, especially for Gasly, I thought Gasly was driving really well today. I thought it was a great drive from him. He was up to 5th place at a point. Then obviously after the red flag, that second red flag, it kind of screwed them over a bit because in the restart after the red flag, both Esteban Ocon and Gasly had a clash, so that they crashed against each other. So that was that kind of screwed Alpine over a bit. But yeah, I think still though we saw some positive signs from Alpine today, even though obviously the crash happened between Ocon and Gasly. We still saw some good positive signs from Alpine today. So yeah, obviously fair play to them. They were pretty good today. Alfa Romeo P9 and P11. Yeah, for Alfa Romeo, that's not too bad for them at all. Bottas starting low, gets P11, so yeah, not bad from him. Yeah, bad day in the office for Williams, and Williams have actually been looking all right for the recent two races. Actually, they looked all right in Bahrain and they looked all right in Saudi Arabia, but today, double DNF issues. So that's certainly not ideal for them in the slightest, or is it? But yes, a bit of a poor day for Williams today. Then obviously, Nick De Vias and AlphaTauri and Yuki Tsunoda, they obviously got P10 and P15. So yeah, there is a bit of a gap at the moment between Tsunoda and De Vias, but yeah, look, let's just wait and see what happens between with the whole AlphaTauri thing. Who was a good standout driver today? I originally actually did vote for Pierre Gasly as my. Sorry, yeah, I did originally actually vote for Pierre Gasly as my driver of the day. Then obviously, he crashed out, so it was given to Checo Perez in the end. I feel like if Gasly didn't crash, then I feel like it would have been given to him because Gasly had a really good day in the office today. A really, really, really good drive from Pierre Gasly. So yeah, you need to give Gasly some huge credit because he looked fantastic today. He looked absolutely fantastic throughout that drive today, and very unfortunate for him the way that he went out to that race. I haven't spoken about McLaren actually. Lando Norris P6 and Oscar Piastri P8. It's a good result for them, but like P6 and P8, it's an improvement from the last couple of races. But let's be completely honest. I feel like if it wasn't for those red flags, they wouldn't have had that many chances to go on and take these places. So I don't think it's something to be like, oh yeah, McLaren might be on the way back a little bit. I don't think they are. I just feel like, it's a lot of it's just because of the red flags today, so they were a lot closer to everyone else and able to compete more. But but you never know. I might be wrong. I don't know. They might be improving a little bit, but I don't know. They didn't exactly look great in qualifying, though, did they? So yeah. Let's see. I think Lewis Hamilton, with Lewis Hamilton today was an absolute with Lewis Hamilton today, I'm pleased to say it was a very fantastic drive by him. I thought Lewis Hamilton was absolutely fantastic today. To be fair, he was putting pressure on, trying to put as much pressure on Verstappen as he could, but Verstappen, at this moment in time, Verstappen and Red Bull are, looking really, really, really fast at the moment. And, I think everyone knows that they're going to be a real hard team to catch. That's the thing. And, everyone wants, everyone apart from Red Bull fans, obviously, want to see Red Bull, down a bit big go on a downfall because, no one really likes Red Bull, especially me. I hate Red Bull. But everyone apart from Ferrari fans at the moment, like at least we all get to laugh at Ferrari at the moment, though. But yeah, look, overall with the weekend as a Mercedes fan, I'm happy. To be fair, I am happy with the weekend overall as a Mercedes fan because qualifying was really good. And Lewis Hamilton gets P2. Although I am disappointed about George Russell, but we just want to look more at the positives than we want to look at the negatives. So at the end of the day, Oh yeah, Haas. I haven't spoken about them yet. Nico Hulkenberg in seventh could have been P4 at a point as well, actually, if it weren't for like restarts. And then Magnussen gets a DNF, I think. So, but yeah, Nico Hulkenberg, seventh place, I think, still good though. Is a good drive today by Nico Hulkenberg. Um, he's racing well at the moment, to be fair, Hulkenberg. So yeah, fair play to the guy. Hulkenberg's actually doing really well. So yeah, let's see if he is able to keep it going. I don't know, but yeah, it's a good race today from Nico Hulkenberg. And you know they could have gone a bit higher. They could have got P4. They could have got P5 or something. But yeah, still, I think it's a pretty good day for them overall. Let's be honest. Today's a solid day in the office for Hulkenberg. But yeah, Magnussen, yeah, I get, you know, they'll be a little disappointed with that though. Let's see. Let's see others. I think I mean, yeah, Fernando Alonso, you know, we've already spoke on him, but obviously Alonso's performing just fantastically, consistently well at the top of his game at this moment in time in Aston Martin. They've clearly built a good, nice, reliable car. Alonso seems very, very happy in it. And, you know, there were loads of people before the season saying, I can just looking at Alonso's face, I can tell that you know he's not happy and he's dreading it. He's dreading going to Aston Martin, but clearly you're wrong. Clearly, you know Aston Martin had a plan, and that they clearly had a good plan for Alonso, and it's working really, really, really bloody well at this moment in time. So, yeah, big fair play to them, of course. Aston Martin with what they're doing this season and with how Fernando Alonso is racing as well. It's great to see from them. And I feel like, speaking on behalf of like every F1 fan, no matter what team you support, I think, you know, the majority are really happy to be seeing Alonso perform well. And the majority are really happy to be seeing Aston Martin finally put in some good performances as well. So yeah, that's what we're seeing at this moment in time. So yeah, I am happy to, as a Mercedes fan, I'm happy for Aston Martin at the moment. As a Mercedes fan, I'm happy for Aston Martin. But yeah, I mean, speaking on Williams just quickly again, I've already spoken a little bit about Williams, but yeah, obviously, you know, they've been decent during the last two races, Bahrain and Saudi, and then you know a double DNF today. But you know, obviously, you know there was just DNFs all over the place today from literally everyone. There were 7 people who went out today, so yeah, I mean, it was an interesting race. It was a really interesting race. It it was really interesting, but you know, just stop and start because of these red flags, and then you've got one red flag after another. I mean, that's a pain in the backside, but still, you know, it was a pretty fun race. To be fair, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it, and I'm really happy with how Hamilton did. So yeah, make sure you guys smash the subscribe button, drop a like on the stream as well. It would of course mean a lot if you could. But yes, who else is there to talk about? Who haven't we really spoke about yet? Lance Stroll. I mean, yeah, we spoke about Aston Martin, obviously, and Alonso, but yeah, Lance Stroll did a good job again today. And, you know, I think it shows as well that, you know, obviously, you know, Fernando Alonso is Aston Martin's number one driver. We already knew that. But, you know, it just shows that they're doing well all round as well, with working really hard on Lance Stroll's car, of course, as well. Obviously, you know, Lance Stroll has been doing well. I think what was it? It was Saudi Arabia where I think he uh like got a DNF issue in that one. But you know, but before he did get that DNF issue, Lance Stroll, he was driving really, really well. So yes. um but yeah, as I was saying about Lance Stroll, good drive from him today. Sergio Perez, yeah, I mean, solid drive from him, from Checo today. I thought, I mean, yeah, obviously starting, I think what was like last 19th, 20th, he started today, and obviously got driver of the day, did really well, got up to fifth. But look, it should he really get the driver of the day though, because he's in a really, 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 really quick car. So, if but as I said, if Gasly was still in the race, then he would have got driver of the day. But driver of the day doesn't really matter much anyway. But I'm just saying. But yeah, Max Verstappen. Oh, it's so annoying just to see that man just putting in dominant performances. I honestly hate Verstappen. I hate Verstappen, but he's putting in some great performances, and some great drives. So I guess fair play to the guy. But yeah, Lewis, I mean, I wouldn't say Lewis gave him a run for his money, but Lewis did certainly have a great race today. And he certainly gave it, him and Russell certainly gave, well, at the start, Verstappen and Russell certainly did give Verstappen a run for his money. And I do feel like if Russell was in that race still and obviously didn't have those early issues and didn't have to pit early, then I feel like the race for him and Hamilton and Verstappen, it could have turned out a lot differently, but is what it is. Russell had issues, and if he didn't have issues, then it would be intriguing to see how it goes. But hopefully when we go to Azerbaijan, then it's similar, and hopefully Mercedes can get like a P2 or P3 again, or like even a pole position, and then see if we can really challenge Max. But obviously challenging the Red Bull is going to be it's a real tough ask, obviously though. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, and it's looking good at the moment. It's looking good at the minute, to be fair. So let's check the overall driver standing. Let's check the constructor standings just quickly then first. Okay. Bloody hell. So these are the official Constructors Championship standings. I'm not actually sure if these have actually been updated yet, actually. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button, drop a like on the stream as well. It would have cost me a lot if you could, if you are an F1 fan and all that. Drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. Again, the live chat as well. No, I don't think that's updated yet. Where does this put a Hamilton in the Drivers' Championship? No, it hasn't updated. But yeah, these are I'll just read out the overall standings of today, though, guys. These are the overall standings of today. So, in last place, 20th place, Charles Leclerc, due to DNF in the first round. First lap. In 19th place is Alexander Albon. He crashed out fairly early on. I think it was like the 8th lap or something. 7th, 8th lap. 18th was George Russell. His bloody engine caught fire. Reliability issue there, but as Lewis Hamilton said, hopefully Mercedes will be able to go on and work on it. Hopefully it can be worked on. But yeah, Mercedes, we don't really usually have many reliability problems, but we did today. 17th, Kevin Magnussen. 16th, Logan Sargent. 15th, Nick De Vries. P14, Esteban Ocon. P13, Pierre Gasly. P12, Carlos Sainz. P11, Bottas. P10, Tsunoda. P9, Joe Guan Yu. P8, Oscar Piastri. P7, Nico Hulkenberg. P6, Lando Norris. P5, Sergio Perez. P4, Lance Stroll. P3, Fernando Alonso. P2, Lewis Hamilton. And P1, Max Verstappen. So, a very interesting race. A very interesting race today. And I mean, yeah, like it. I just feel like, I mean, it could have been different without the red flags. Like, I do wonder how it would have gone, and if if the early incident hadn't happened with Russell and all that, and then obviously he's entering court of fire anyway. But yeah, look, I don't know, what would and like no one knows what would have happened, if these things didn't happen, if there was no red flags, if Russell, didn't have that engine problem, then like I don't know what would have happened there. It could have been even more interesting, but it's what it is. We'll never know. We'll never know. But yeah, Fernando Alonso this season has been on podium all the races. So fair play to the guy. I think he's been third place every race now, Fernando Alonso. So yeah, like you need to give the guy credit. You need to give the guy credit. He's doing well at the moment. And I think speaking on behalf of basically everyone, I think, yeah, as I said, I think basically everyone's happy to see Alonso doing well at this moment in time this season. So, yeah, it's definitely really good to see, how well Fernando Alonso is doing and how well he's racing and how good the Aston Martin car is this season. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, obviously there were a few safety cars today, but yeah, 7 kind of DNFs or crashes today. There was quite a bit of drama with the whole crashes and DNF side of things, of course today. So, yes. But yeah, what team today had the best day, overall? I think McLaren had a decent day, today, to be fair. Aston Martin probably had the best day. Aston Martin got the most point. No, they did. I thought, yeah, Aston Martin had a good day today again. Like Aston Martin had another bloody good day in the office. So fair play to them. Like this time last year, who would have thought Aston Martin would have been in the mix? I don't really think anyone did. To be fair, I don't think anyone thought Aston Martin would be in the mix. Let me scroll down. But yeah, Logan Sargent's an interesting one. Like how, like he's not. I don't know. Like he hasn't been doing too bad recently. But let me check Let me check like Logan Sargent's past results. Here we go. I mean, check Logan Sargent's part. I mean, 16th. I mean, yeah, he is going to need to settle into Logan Sargent will need time to settle into F1. And obviously, when you start with Williams, it's obviously going to be hard. But yeah, let's be real though. You're not going to be as awful as Latifi. That's basically surely not possible for anyone to be as bad as Nicholas Latifi. Bloody hell. So yeah, Alonso. I just looking at this, he's doing so well at the minute. Yeah, obviously Ferrari. Yeah, as I said, no points at all today. Probably the worst team out of everyone because, well, Ferrari are a team who you at least expect to get points, and today didn't even get points. So yeah, but yeah, Hamilton got Mercedes a solid 18 points today, which we will take. Obviously, yeah, the disappointment about Russell crashing out, and then no, he didn't crash, about the engine issue, but is what it is. Let's wait. Let's just wait and see what happens. But yeah, luckily Lewis Hamilton had a good race today, though. Luckily Lewis Hamilton had a very good, solid race today. Okay, make sure you guys smash the subscribe button and drop a like as well if you haven't already done so. Would of course mean that if you could. I see bloody McLaren just braggy on their Instagram because they had a decent race today. See what other Mercedes fans are saying as well, because I'm personally happy with it. I'm very happy with the result for Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton today. Just seeing what other people are saying as well. Yeah, all the Lewis Hamilton fans, such as myself, and all the Mercedes fans, such as myself, are happy. All the Lewis Hamilton fans and Mercedes fans, such as myself, are happy about that. Let's have a look at Ferrari and see about them. Let's see what their fans are saying. They're going to be fuming. Have they even spoke? No, wait, yeah, they have. They're saying, oh, they're all moaning about bloody. Yeah, I mean, there you've got like all the bloody Ferrari fans crying about the Carlos Sainz thing on Alonso, but you're saying you don't deserve a penalty. I mean, I do get where like you could be coming from when you're saying that, though. To be fair, if you don't think that Carlos Sainz deserves a penalty, like it might have been a little bit soft, and you do usually see those things happen a bit. So yeah, I understand. You could argue that that could be a little bit unfair on him. To be fair. But Carlos Sainz in Bahrain, he finished fourth. And how did Sainz do in Saudi Arabia? Fourth and sixth and 12th today. So, Ferrari are doing awful. But yeah, how many points is Leclerc? He DNF'd in Bahrain. He finished P7 in Saudi Arabia and DNF today. Yeah, he's got bad luck, Charles Leclerc. He's got bad luck at the moment. Which is, I mean, honestly, what do you like? What does he need to do? What does he need to do? But yeah, let's be honest. It's really funny to see Ferrari doing absolutely dreadful once again. But that's the thing as well. Like, I had a lot of people talking a load of rubbish about Mercedes coming into this week, coming into this weekend and stuff. But you don't really saying, and then people like, oh my god, Mercedes are gonna do awful. But you don't usually hear like too many people really criticizing Ferrari. But yeah, Ferrari, from now, I think, for going to Azerbaijan, I think, Ferrari are going to have a lot of question marks around them because, things for Ferrari need to be sorted out. I still think we will have question marks around us. Like, was this just a fluke? Can we do it again? We'll have to wait and see in Azerbaijan in 3 weeks' time. We've got 3 weeks till the next Grand Prix, so it's a bloody long time, that 3 weeks till the next Grand Prix. But yeah, we just need to make sure, Mercedes, that this weekend wasn't just a one-off, and that Lewis Hamilton is able to compete for that P2 or even P1 and stuff. That Lewis Hamilton can compete. I mean, he's the GOAT, of course. Lewis Hamilton can compete for them, of course he can. Same as George Russell, like future world champ. Without the DNF today, I reckon he could have gone. I reckon George Russell could have gone on the podium today. So yeah, I just feel like the issue with George Russell was today is that he was just a bit unlucky. I think I just think that's the issue. That was just the issue with Russell today. It was just that little bit unlucky. So it's nothing to worry about. It's positive things because Russell looked good in the practice and he looked very good in qualifying as well. And from what we saw of him today, he did look half decent today as well. So yeah. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button, drop a like on the stream for more F1 content if you haven't already done so. It would, of course, mean a lot if you could, guys. But yeah, what an interesting race it was. 3 red flags. 3 red flags today. I mean, honestly, it's interesting to see. S.B Gaming 7 says Mercedes are improving. Yes, we certainly are. It's very good to see. It's very good to see. We've seen some great improvements and great development over this whole weekend. So it's very good to see. I'm very glad by what I've seen from Mercedes this weekend, and we need to make sure that we keep it going, and that Hamilton and Russell are able to keep competing for podium places, because like we all know, Red Bull are quite far ahead of everyone. Like everyone's saying it. The drivers are saying it, that Red Bull are literally ahead of everyone. But I just feel like with Mercedes this year, we want to at least try and compete for that second place. Really, that's what we want to try and do. At least compete for that second place. But yeah, guys, smash the subscribe button for more F1 content, of course. It would mean a lot if you could. For more F1 content, I will be doing a lot more, of course. So yes, smash the subscribe button for more, guys, and drop a like on the stream if you do enjoy. But yeah, guys, say in the chat, is there any other driver that you guys do obviously want to talk about? Of course, Lando Norris. I haven't really spoke about him actually, but yeah, you guys put in the chat as well. But yeah, Lando Norris, I thought had a decent race today. I thought he had a decent drive. I still stick by what I said a few minutes ago, though. Is obviously I just feel like if it wasn't for all the red flags, then I don't think McLaren would have done exactly as well as as they did. But I don't know. Let's just see. Let's just see. But yeah. But yeah, Ferrari fail again. Mercedes, we're getting better. Red Bull performed well again. Williams declined a bit. McLaren improved. But, I don't know if that's just a one-off. Aston Martin doing really well once again. I mean, yeah, honestly, it is looking like an interesting season so far. I do feel like these first 3 races that we've had have actually been pretty entertaining so far, to be fair. There's this season, like there is action in it. Like, I think it's safe to say, like, we all know it's gonna be bloody Max bloody Verstappen who goes on and wins the whole bloody thing, isn't it? Max Verstappen and Red Bull will win the championships this year. Unless bloody Checo can fight for it. No, but look, Checo won't be able to fight for the championships this year because Red Bull literally, like, they were holding back. They would not let Checo fight for the championships. They never do. Like, they won't let him. They'll just always tend to hold back from Max every race. So it's just a pain in the. It's just a pain. But we need someone challenging Verstappen, and obviously it is mostly entertaining when you see people from like other teams challenging instead of 2 teammates challenging. But I guess if we want Max Verstappen to be stopped this year, then I guess we will have to rely on Checo to pull his finger out his arse and do something. But yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, with Mercedes, I'm just hoping, let's just try and keep getting podiums. Let's try and push for like a P. I mean, by the end of the season, like, I'd happily take a Hamilton P3 in the Drivers' Championships, a Hamilton P3, and a Russell P4. Like, that's what I kind of want. And then, I would take that. And then next season, we can build on trying to get Hamilton as P1, once again winning his 8th world title next year. Because, I feel like, Hamilton doesn't even believe that, he can win the 8th one this year. And, I believe, obviously Toto Wolff said, we're going to make adjustments to this car in by mid-season. So let's just see. But I reckon next season, that's going to be when Lewis Hamilton can possibly push for that 8th world title. So yeah, next season I think Lewis Hamilton can push for an 8th world title. But this season, let's just see what happens. with overall. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, drop a like on the stream. Anyway, speak to you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more F1 content. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.